Luminar and Adobe Photoshop aren't the only programs to offer AI sky swapping tools. ON1 Photo RAW 2023 does too. And now, thanks to the new ON1 Sky Swap AI 2023 application and plugin, you can use this sky swapping ability from within your regular workflow. But how well does it work? Keep watching this review to find out. I'm Rod Lawton, and this is Life After Photoshop. So here's the ON1 Sky Swap AI window. It looks the same whether you're using it as a standalone app or a plugin within Lightroom. If you simply launch the app, you'll be prompted to load an image. If you use it as a plugin, the image will load automatically. Here's one I sent to the plugin from Lightroom. This is an easy subject for sky replacement tools because the sky has an even tone and the horizon line is relatively uncomplicated. It also has still water in the foreground, so we can test the reflection feature. ON1 Sky Swap AI automatically finds and masks the sky as it loads the image, so now you just need to select the kind of sky you want. There's a small selection of one-click presets at the top of the panel, so I'll just choose the sunset preset. As if by magic, the sky is swapped, and it's a pretty neat job too. The colour of the sky has been allowed to relight the foreground to a degree, so the tones match quite realistically. But it's not realistic to have no reflection in the water. To fix this, I can just click on the reflection checkbox further down the panel. Now the sky is reflected in the water, and the result is so realistic, I don't think I need to do anything else. The default settings work fine. So this image is pretty much an instant success, but will they all be this easy? How about this? It's a nice golden hour landscape shot, but that blank blue sky is rather boring. So this time I'll go looking for the perfect sky in SkySwap AI's catalogue of alternatives. I'll open up the clouds category from the list and then run through the alternatives via the drop-down menu below. As I hover the mouse pointer over each sky thumbnail, the effect will preview on the image, though it can take a few moments to render, so you need to give it time. I quite like this one, Clouds 3. It looks a little dark, but I can fix that by pushing the brightness up to maximum. I can also use the Fade Edge slider to blend in the sky more progressively for a more natural shading effect near the horizon. So far so good. SkySwap AI has done a great job of masking those fine tree branches against the new sky. It doesn't always work out that way though, as the next example shows. This picture doesn't look so very different to the last one, with a bare tree against a plain blue sky. This time, I'd like to substitute a more dramatic sky. If I choose the dramatic category, the first sky is very orange and a bit wild, so I'll take a look down the list. This stormy grey sky looks good. A thing to note is that when you're swapping skies, you do have to be careful to match the position of the sun. I couldn't choose any skies with the sun in them because the shadows in this scene clearly show the sun is behind the camera. So, at first glance, this looks like another success, but there's a problem. Right here near the top of the tree, there's an area between the branches that's a darker blue and looks like a remnant of the original sky. It doesn't matter which new sky I choose, that patch is always there. The AI has failed to identify that patch of blue as sky. There doesn't appear to be an easy fix for this. The latest update to ON1 Sky Swap AI added Model A and Model B modes for sky masking, but Model B doesn't help here. In fact, it makes it worse. Let's try one more. This looks like a simple enough subject that ought to respond well to sky replacement. I'd like to drop in one of SkySwap AI's night skies here. So this sky looks alright at first glance, but there are two things going on here. One is that you can see a soft glow effect around the bell housing, where the mask has been feathered for a smoother blend. It is possible to reduce this with the fade edge slider. You may also have to adjust it differently for each image you try. This one reveals another issue. There are some little wisps of bright cloud top left in my original shot, which ON1 Sky Swap AI has not masked out with the rest of the sky. In particular, there's a bright patch of leftover cloud showing against the silhouetted hillside lower right in the new sky. I can move the sky down a little in the frame and rescale it so that the dark hillside no longer shows. Or I could use SkySwap AI's manual masking tools to try to fix the mask myself. This does mean extra work and loses much of the advantage of the whole AI approach. So, what are my conclusions? When ON1 Sky Swap AI works, it works brilliantly. Often, it's not quite right first off, but can be quickly improved with a little work with the sliders. Sometimes though, the AI masking doesn't quite get it right, or the difference in brightness levels between the new sky and the old one creates unnatural looking edge effects. In each case, you may need to resort to some manual masking skills that may or may not get you the result you're looking for. So, it's not perfect, but ON1 Sky Swap AI is not expensive either. It can fit in with your existing workflow, and it can, with the right images and the right skies, produce some pretty remarkable transformations. I'm Rod Lawton. This is Life After Photoshop. Thanks for watching.